Though we'll see. Oh, I forgot to get paper towels, but that's fine. Gonna try these 3. I don't know how well they'll work. We'll give them a shot. Then I also have some black, some brown, some white, and some yellowish looking paint. So we'll mix those to varying degrees and shades, and I have my little palette here to try different colors. Tons of paintbrushes, and then also these little cups right here. They're just regular 2-ounce cups. I love these like for snack portions, but they're fantastic for paint as well, because you can just put a lid on them and save them for later, which is great. And then I also have some colored pencils. I don't actually know if these are gonna work very well, but we're gonna give them a shot. I have a ton of them. They were they were given to me by a friend because she doesn't use them anymore, and I'm like, well, okay, I guess. She gives them to the non-artist. Me, I don't do art, but in any case, got a ton of color pencils, a ton of different methods I get to try. So we'll try that, and if there is time, I don't know how long it's gonna take to try all these little methods. I'll either continue cutting out more cheese puffs, or I will distress these skeletons. So Aldrich has these little skeletons all up in his skirt, so I'm planning to disassemble them, kind of weather them, put some different colors in, make it a little bit more interesting, and then go from there. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. It's like I don't really do plans, I kind of just wing it. So hopefully that goes well, but yeah. It's gonna be a fun day. I am gonna try and stream for a little while today. I normally don't do long streams, but I planned it today to go until 9. I doubt that I'll go that long just because that is a very long time for me to sit still and stream something. But in any case, we're gonna give it a shot and we'll see how it goes. But yeah. I feel like I make some of these a little bit too skinny. Like they're supposed to be chunky boys. But that is alright. It's like I'm probably going to end up testing on, not on these, the ones that are already cut out and look good and everything. I'll probably end up testing on squares of this, just because I don't know how the paints and the dyes are going to react to the foam, because this stuff absorbs like nobody's business, which should be obvious because it's foam, but I'm not fully versed on the ways of the foam, so it'll be interesting to see how it works. I think this one needs to be a little bit smaller. It's looking more like a tadpole than a maggot. Here we go. Just cutting off all these little sharp edges. I really wish that the Dremel worked on these, but unfortunately it doesn't, and I'm not sure why. I think it's just because this is too soft and has way too much give for it to work correctly, but in any case, that is alright. And I do actually like the smaller ones. I thought that I would like the bigger ones a lot more because they fill up more space, but these I can do more fun shapes with, and also they're a lot easier to cut out a bunch of compared to these. These, the ridges end up showing up a lot more, which I hate, but I unfortunately am just not in the position to make a whole bunch of these and make them look good. So this is what I've got for now. But I really do like the smaller ones. They're a lot more fun. I think so, at least. Let's see. Add one more to the collection. I feel like I should name them, just for the heck of it. Boop. Oops. It's like I'm trying to keep all of this contained into one little section, but it's not working as well as I'd like, because there's so much static on them. Well, I assume it's static. I don't know if it's actually static, but There we go. Better, better, better. Let's do it like this. It's like I'm trying to make these tails super narrow and the head's a little bit more pointed, even though, so I googled maggots to see what they look like, and that's always a mistake because they're gross. They're so gross. But they actually are more uniform than pointed. So like all over, they kind of look the same. Color-wise, it's a little bit different. It's like the heads and the tails are a little bit of a darker brown, but the rest of them is kind of all just one color. It's like this weird yellowish color. I try not to look too much at them because it's gross, but oops. That is okay. So I still am not sure how I'm going to color them, because honestly, this color right here, just like this yellowish, like light yellowish color, is the color that maggots are. It's like there's a teeny bit more yellow, but not enough to make a huge difference. So I don't know how much I should be doing, like how much I should be changing. It's like it does add a little bit more drying time, especially if I'm going to color all of these to be that yellowish color. But I think this will be fine as is, and then just add the brownish details. And I do plan to paint like little bands all the way around them, because they do have those weird bands. Ugh, they're so gross. I hate it, but oh well. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that I'm going this route instead of trying to do the spray foam route, just because these are going to be squished a lot. I know they are in transit, like whenever I'm moving or whenever I'm trying to pack it up. So it's probably better that I go with this instead of the spray foam, where it's such a rigid foam that I can't really do anything without them snapping. But alright. So many ridges, so many ridges. Honestly, not much of these is going to be seen. This is such a tiny detail in the big scheme of things, but it's like it's the little details that matter the most, I think. It's like those little tiny touches of extraness. But I also don't know if I have enough time to be super extra. But this is something I can easily stream. Fitting a garment, not so much, because there's a little bit too much to be seen. But that's okay. Hello, Pickle Puss! Thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. I'm kind of just rambling to myself right now, so sorry if that's a little weird. But no, welcome in. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Oh, those are so cute! What's you making? I am making Aldrich, Devourer of Gods from Dark Souls 3. These are supposed to be little maggots that are all in his dress. He's kind of freaky, but slugs. You know, honestly, I'm not sure what they are. I call them maggots just because they look like maggots to me, but they actually could be slugs. That is very likely. Creepy crawlies. Let's be a little more general and just say creepy crawlies. That works. But yeah, making these little creepy crawlies to go all in the dress. Aldrich is he's a freaky little guy, so all kinds of grossness. Never heard of him, but looks interesting. He is very, very strange. He's one of the bosses for Dark Souls 3, and just overall kind of creepy guy. But I love him. Very neat. But yeah, I'm just cutting out a whole bunch of these to try and make them. New streamer, I'm loving it, yes. I streamed years back, but I streamed perlers, all these little colorful beads, so I'm new to cosplay streaming, so yeah. But it's a lot of fun. It's kind of nerve-wracking. I'm not normally a social person, so it's a bit of a change for me, but I am actually enjoying it. It's like it kind of makes me face my fears of not being productive and failing. It's like if I fail, it's going to be on a more public scale, but it kind of helps also at the same time because you get a lot of good advice. So there's pros and cons. Pros and cons. Are you a streamer as well? Or do you just enjoy watching? It's like I've watched cosplay streamers for a good bit, but I've always been too nervous to try it myself, but yeah. A crafty streamer. Ooh, what do you stream? If you don't mind my asking. I don't want to bombard you with questions if you're just here to lurk. Best to ask what I don't do. Oh, okay. That's a little ominous, but I'll take it. Oh, I read that wrong. I get it now. So you do a lot of crafty stuff. My brain's a little scattered right now. I took that the wrong way. That seems to be how it goes, though. A lot of crafty people have a ton of different crafty things that they do. They're like, oh, I want to try this today. No, I'm going to try this today. It's like, oh, but I could buy supplies for this and try this. It's like that can come in handy, though. It's like if you have a whole bunch of different projects and it's like, oh, I want to try doing this, but I don't know how I feel about this. Well, why don't I merge the two? That's what I've done. It's like I have a whole bunch of clay supplies because one of my friends does a lot of clay stuff, and it kind of rubbed off on me. I'm like, ooh, I want to give it a shot, and man, did I suck at it. But the little bit that I did do good is good for cosplay. I can do little tiny things because I don't have like a 3D printer or anything that I can make tiny things out of. Crafty stuff is using copper wire that I've stripped out of electrical cable and make it into animals with glass beads. I also make animal flower fairies and loads of other things. I have also puppet helpers on my stream. Manic and Lilibel. Lilibel? They are so cute. Look at them. That is so neat, though. So you really are all over the place. That is awesome. That is something I have thankfully not bought the supplies for and dabbled into because that would take up so much of my time. You have my utmost respect. My streams are mad. All of us are mad here. It's okay, don't worry. That is so neat, though. So did you make your puppets? I'm like so eager to get to painting, but I also just want to get this done. Not those ones, no, but I have two others on stream, Herman and Sally, that I made. How neat! Oh, that's so cool. This seems like such a process, but very, very cool. little bit smaller. There we go. Okay. But at the moment, not well. I'm supposed to be in a Twitch raid event, but I am sick, which super sucks. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is the worst feeling. Oh. I think I saw something about the raid train. It looks so neat, but I don't know how to do any of that stuff yet. I'm still so new to this. But that is really cool. I'm sorry you're sick though. Like, hopefully your puppets will keep you company. I never handle being sick well. I'm just like miserable the whole time. I'm like, help me. It's like, bro, you just have a cold. Help me. But I do hope you feel better. So strange to shape. Might learn as to organize for encrypted tree phrase. This weekend's. That's why your name sounded familiar, because I saw Catherine Everything. I think she posted a little bit about that. And I remember I was like, that name sounds so familiar. Your name was one at the bottom of the little graphic. But oh, okay, that's really neat. Yep, that's you. Okay. Week. Oh, how cool. Yes, I'm so excited about that. I mean, I just started kind of looking into the makers and crafting section of Twitch, and it's such an interesting community because it seems like everyone kind of sort of knows each other through some kind of what is it called, like degrees of something or another. It seems like everyone kind of knows everyone, but I'm very excited for that. I started following her I think last week. She is a fantastic streamer. I'm very excited for the stream with her little one, Sprout, I believe her name is. So 8 events so far. Buzz, chirp, quack. Let's craft that. Yep. It's such a cute name too. This is probably going to be the last one that I cut out, and I'm just going to go straight to the painting. I'm very excited about the painting. Our next one will be Halloween, so hopefully you'll still be loving streaming and like to take part. That sounds great. I will let you know. It's like, that gives me so many nerves to be streaming. I'm always afraid I'm going to get laughed at, but it's still a lot of fun. You meet a really interesting group of people, and they're always willing to help, always willing to give ideas. And it's absolutely lovely. It's like, if nothing else, I would love to watch and be a part of the raid train and just go to different streams and see different people. Her daughter, Little Sprout, is the cutest little girl. Oh, I can't wait. She seems like she's such a sweetie from what I've heard. So what got me started doing cosplay? So I actually started cosplay 10, no, I started sewing 10 years ago in August. Um, but what got me started into cosplay, 2009, I was a freshman in high school. One of my friends was like, hey, we're going to a convention, and I had no idea what that was. I went to a private school, so I was very afraid to let people know that I knew what anime was because it was frowned upon, I guess you could say. So I was like, oh, okay, that sounds interesting. And they're like, yeah, you can dress up and you can do whatever you want, basically. There's all kinds of panels, you can see other people dressed up, and I'm like, that sounds fun. So I threw together this Maka Albarn cosplay from Soul Eater, and I had the absolute best time. And so for a few years after that, my mom helped me make little tiny costumes, and then she was like, okay, you're out of high school, it's now time for you to try sewing your own cosplays. And so I was like, oh lord, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but I tried it and I competed, and it was the absolute most amazing feeling ever. It's like I met so many cool people just that one year. I have made some of my best friends through cosplay, so it was kind of like I don't fit in at school, so let me go see if I can fit in with these people. And then I went with my friends who did fit in with the people, and it just kind of snowballed from there, and I met all of my friends through cosplay basically. So it was an escape thing, and then it was I want to keep up with friends type thing. So I don't know if that made any sense. I'm kind of a rambler, but yeah, that's kind of what got me into it. Because initially I was like, oh, I'm kind of embarrassed to be in cosplay, and then whenever my mom made costumes, I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then whenever I started making cosplays, that's what kind of kicked off for me. I'm like, this is the best thing in the world, because it's like not only could I challenge myself, but I could also have a ton of fun doing it and meet people who were into the same things that I was. It was very, very, I don't want to say liberating because it sounds weird, but it really was liberating. Totally makes sense. Okay, good. What I want to know actually is how you got into puppeteering, because that always seems like such a very like niche thing. It's like I don't understand how that happens, but it's so neat. I've seen a few puppeteers and it's incredible. It's like ventriloquy is cool, but puppeteering is a whole skill of its own. There we go. Nice to find your space in a group. Yes, absolutely. Alright, we're gonna give this a go. And I don't actually know where I should start with this. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab some paper towels because I forgot to grab them beforehand. Alright, I'm back. Not really great at puppeteering, it's sort of random madness. That is actually great too. It's like you do not have to be exactly what you think you do. It's kind of fun to just be random, be a little fun. That's the fun part of having a hobby. Alright. So actually I'm not going to mess with these yet. I'm going to do my little test thingies. So, let's see. So I tend to do a whole bunch of little tests whenever I'm trying to paint something, or just do anything really. just so I know what I did, the methods I used, and then I can use them later probably for another cosplay. I did that with all the way over here. But whenever I was doing paint tests for the rest of the cosplay, Aldridge has like a bunch of vines, kind of. I don't know if you can see, it's like all the little stringy things like right over here, like all over the dress. And I'm going to use vines for it, so I tried different things. So I used like a texture spray and then painted it. Didn't go as well as I hoped, but I learned from it. Then different acrylic types, colors, methods, burning things, setting things on fire. But I always try and make notes so that I know what looked good, what didn't look good, and stuff like that. So is this a costume for you to wear? Yes, 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 yes. It's gonna be an interesting one. I'm trying to get into the finals for TwitchCon, or the TwitchCon cosplay contest. I don't know how well it's gonna go because, to be completely honest, there's a lot of absolutely incredible entries this year, and I am incredibly nervous about it. But I'm gonna give it my best shot. That's all I can do. And even if I don't get in, it's like this is a learning experience, and I'm very excited about it. But it'll be very interesting because this one is so big. This cosplay is going to be pretty big. Like this little tail end over here at the bottom. I'm going to have to build like a separate structure for it. On my Instagram I have a picture of the hoop skirt for the dress, and then there's also going to be that little attachment at the end. And that, I feel kind of bad going to conventions and stuff like that because it's so big, it takes up so much space, and it tends to be kind of an annoyance for people. So I'm very nervous to wear that kind of stuff to a convention, so it might just be like a photo shoot outfit, but in any case, I think it'll be fun. It'll be interesting for sure. But, oh, thank you so much. I am very, very nervous. But people are so nice in this community. It's like, I know I have nothing to be nervous about. It's like they'll cheer me on, win, lose, or otherwise. Just gonna cut a bunch of these little samples, see how it goes. Okay, that should be good for now. So the first one I'm gonna do is this right here. So these three I actually got from a friend. She had tried something, and she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna toss these out. I'm like, wait, no, I can use them for something, I'm sure, which is always a dangerous thing. But how long do I have to make it all? So the deadline for this is actually July 31st. I don't know if I'm gonna get it done in time. But I know you just have to have most of it done. You're supposed to have all of it, but sometimes they will accept just most of it. So we'll see. I'm going to try my best, but I don't know how well it's going to go. I'll give it my best shot. I will absolutely give it my best shot. It's like I already have the hoop skirt done, so like the main understructure of the dress is pretty much done, which is the scariest part to me. Now just comes all these little details, so like trying to get these done, get these painted. What the dress is primarily going to be made up, actually, like the skirt is going to be these vines. It's like the vines that you see, the little plastic vines. And I'm going to try and distress them, cut some off, burn some, paint some, so that they look really cool, but the main structure of the dress is already done. It's just now all the little details that add character. So this is kind of the plan for how I want to do things. The way I did this was literally just set everything on fire. But it gives such a cool effect. It's like I can't help but love it. And as soon as I did it, I'm like, oh great, I am in for a time, because it took a while to do, but it looks so neat. I can't help but love it. I may actually try some of this distress spray on these, because I don't know. I think it would look neat. I like to experiment way too much, but that was a very, very long answer to a very easy question. Definitely sounds like it'd be awesome. Just follow your Instagram. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I do post a lot more on there than anywhere else. So if you want to see any progress, it's pretty much all going to be on there. Oops. All right. So I don't actually know how you're supposed to do this. Hopefully it's just like this. And hopefully it doesn't stain my tabletop. If it does, I have acetone, so we'll see if that gets it out. Okay. Let's see. I'm actually gonna double layer this just to be safe. Oops. I already tried a few methods of painting these. I tried like spray painting them, I tried like with acrylic paint, and because it's a sponge, like a literal sponge, it just soaks everything up, which can be good or bad. We'll see how it goes with this, but... Ooh. That might be way too much. Let's see. These are all my random pins. Either they're bent or they're broken in some way, so I could just destroy them however I want. Let's see. Go. That might be too much. I might have to add like another bit of water to it, but honestly I kind of like how that looks. Oh, sorry, I need to go sleep for a bit. Oh my goodness, no, please, please, please get some rest. I am hopefully going to be streaming, oh, I set my schedule and I forgot it. I never do schedules, so I think it's Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That's the goal anyways. I'll try and keep to it, but honestly I kind of just stream randomly. But yeah, please, please, please feel better. Thank you so much for coming by. It was great talking with you. And yeah, get some rest. Oh yeah, I like how that looks, definitely. Tuesday. Have a great rest of your streaming weekend. Thank you so much. You as well. I really do hope you feel better. Honestly, I kind of just like the way this looks. Let me... And I don't think there's any alcohol in this. I don't smell any alcohol, at least. But I kind of like the uneven look of this. Very spoopy. I think this is going to be too dark with this other brown, or any of these other browns really. This is the lighter brown. This is vintage photo. This other one was linen. So that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, that's gonna be way too dark. Yeah, not a fan of that one. Definitely cool as an ink effect, but not so great for this. That is just way too concentrated and too dark of a brown. Although it might actually be good for the skeletons. Ooh, or if I dab it, it can be good just kind of like as an all over. So, you know, I really actually do like the way this looks. I think I can stop here with this and just kind of distress it from there, which actually saves a ton of time. I did not expect that to work as well as it did. Wow, yeah. So too dark. Speckles. Speckles. So this is good color. Spray's a little concentrated. Yeah, I think I'm actually I did not expect that to go as well as it did, so I'll probably end up going with this and just kind of like toss all of these together and then just spray them all at once. Wow, I did not expect that to go so well. I'm gonna try a couple more just to be safe, to see if this is what I actually want, but I do think it is. Oh, I also didn't shake this first. That might be part of it. This is very concentrated if I don't pat it. I also probably need to be spraying from farther away. Yeah, I do actually really like that. Probably not gonna add this one like I thought I would. It just kind of looks too artificial. That is a-okay. I need to see if I have a bowl that I can use. Oh, I do actually. I'm not sure where it is, but I have like a dark colored bowl I can toss all of these into and just kind of go to town. So I will be right back. I'm gonna go see if I can track down that bowl real fast. And I am back. Oh, hello, hello, Coco. Yes, I am totally okay. I just had to go and run and grab something. Let's see. There we go. Bowl has been acquired. Got a bowl now. Let's see. So before I throw all of my good ones in there, I'm gonna throw these in and kind of spray from a distance and check this out. See how it looks. Let's actually, hold on. Nah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I'll probably add a little bit of water to this as well. Yeah, it does kind of get everywhere, so that's not the best, but thankfully it doesn't really make too big of a difference. Let's go like that. There we go. Whoops. Alright, we're good. Accidentally clicked something. Okay. So, let's see. Let's do like this. Alright, so added a little bit more water so it won't be as concentrated. And we'll see how this looks. Yeah. Perfect. And honestly, I kind of like that. I expected this would take a lot more time to figure out, but it's like it looks just gross enough. I can probably just get away with that. Probably should have worn gloves. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I actually like that. Cool. Alright, so I can take these test pieces out now and probably put the real ones in. I do need to find somewhere to put these though once they are colored. I don't have anything else I can put them in really. see. I might actually be able to put them in this little drawer beside me. As long as I put some paper towels in first. Probably need to do less so I can cover a little bit more. There we go. All right. Shake these up. Yeah, I probably should have grabbed gloves. That's all right. Oops. There we go. Flip this one over. Spray real fast. Cool. So now I'll just let those dry off to the side and toss some more in. I am cheesifying my Cheeto Puffs. This is absolutely not what they should look like when they have cheese on them. If they do, please throw yours out. There we go. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. Set you there. Cool. Okay. There we go. A little bit more water. These we're gonna end up kind of like not the same looking as the others, but that's okay. Toss them around. that. I'm trying not to take too much color off of these, but I know if I just leave them soaking wet, it's gonna take a long time for them to dry. There's batch number 2. And we can go with batch number 3 now, and hopefully this should be it. Let me actually, before I do that, I want to take a before and after picture of what these look like. Toss these bad boys in some lovely spray stain. I'm glad this worked as well as it did. I did not expect it to look this good. What I might actually do with this group specifically is I might add a bit of this to kind of darken it up some. This one is too dark on its own, but it might be okay with some water. Alright, let's give this a try with these test ones real fast. Yeah, those are kind of grody. I like it. Still looks a little bit too dark. So let's add a ton of water. Let's see. There we go. Cool. Let's do this. And then we'll go in with the paper towels again and try and blend it, if that's the right word. Try and get some of that brown spread around. definitely kind of gross looking. I'm kind of tempted to go back and spray the other ones with this darker brown color, because I do like it. You know, I might just do that. Let's do a little bit more paper towel. Here, you over here. I don't know, actually. Let's just toss them all in there. There we go. So now we can mix them a little bit more evenly. I don't want them to look too uniform, so this is actually kind of a good idea. Let's see, where is the... There you are. So I'm going to turn that around so I can actually spray like that. Very dirty cheese puffs. Yeah, this is the comparison between the two. I like it. Super creepy. Go. Just wipe this off. Oops. There we go. Alright. So now I'm just gonna dab these and let them sit and dry for a little bit. Probably go wash my hands so this dye doesn't set too much. Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I was putting it off because I was so afraid it would take forever and it would just look bad, but this actually looks pretty great. I'm kind of excited. Just gonna dab these a little bit more. These look so gross. I love this. Oh my gosh, I should not be getting this excited about maggots, but here we are. kind of want to see if I can get some more of this, because I don't think this is all the maggots I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make some more, I think. I just kind of wanted to see if this would actually work first before I did that. But we'll see. This might actually be enough. Well, nah, probably not. But, alright. I will be right back. I'm gonna go wash my hands just so I don't have brown, funky looking hands. But yeah, I'll be right back.